Hello hustlers, Namaskar. Welcome to my channel where we discuss about consulting, MBA and beyond. So, if you are someone who is looking forward to gain knowledge on the strategy and management consulting side of things, I have already posted a few videos in the prior on my YouTube channel where you can find more about on the consulting blueprint playlist. Now, I would like to also focus on certain niche areas of segments or consulting which people do not really know of. Now, usually, if you are a person who is either looking forward to the strategy and management consulting field, even if you are a, let's say, an MBA aspirant or a graduate or a person who is making lateral hiring, lateral entry into these fields and domains, you will always come across names like Big Three, Big Four, MBBs, the Deloitte Consulting, or EY, PwC, KPMG. People usually know about the strategy consulting things, but they do not really know about the niche work that happens. So in my subsequent videos, my plan is to cover those things. And today we are gonna we are gonna covering HR consulting. What are the top companies? What is the work that really happens? How the career growth here looks like? What is the salary range which you can expect in the time to come? So without further ado, guys, let's get into it. So for the HR consulting rules, what I want you to understand is from an HR perspective, the hiring phase, once that is done, a lot of different things are happening in the background, which is related to either performance management, staffing right people in the right place, the learning and development side of things, making sure that the whole organizational structure is looking very good, how do the benefits, hikes and salary growth of the employees would look like, how do the HR transformation part or organizational restructuring part would look like, if even within a company if sub practices are merging, or let's say if you as a client, you as a company are helping a client who is doing the mergers and acquisition work or the reorganizational development work. That's where the HR consulting part is very, very important, and people with this expertise are highly being recruited by the companies who are doing this HR strategy consulting work, which we'll be discussing more in the video. So please stay tuned till the end. So let's first focus on the work when it comes to organizational design and restructuring, the whole process where how the restructuring would look like, how the staffing of person would change from one level to another or one phase to another. Will there be any employees which would be let go because there are no niche roles which were there earlier, but now the roles have changed? Maybe technological or digital transformation might have happened. Or from a change management point of view, how the adaptation would look like? Will there be a training or learning and development cost associated for these individuals so that they can learn and can make a mark future on um, in the sorry, so that they can learn and then they can carry this legacy forward of the company, and they can adapt to a new role and can like have a fulfilling career ahead within the same company. Within that, there could be HR tech implementation, like deploying those tools like Workday, SAP, Salesforce, so that the overall performance of the company people are able to be managed, and you as a person or a consultant are able to handle those and are a part of that whole development strategy and process. How the talent strategy, restructuring, hiring new people, maybe rebranding the whole company as a whole, how that would look like, and how the employee experience or the culture would look like. Is there a culture transformational change that needs to happen? So there's these are the like lot of things which go on when it comes to the HR consulting world, guys. So a real world example which I wanted to share was from an HR point of view. You will be then involved in either niche of all the segments which I've talked about till now, or let's say as an analyst or at associate level, you will be part of the team who is doing this whole process, and maybe you are doing a small aspect of work which comes to the sales for or the digital transformation or the HR transformation side of things. But let's say if you are making a good growth and if you are already at a consultant, senior consultant level, the growth how it would look like is you would be the front end problem solver for the company or client who is coming to you for that organizational restructuring or development kind of work. So like even when it comes to the roles, like let me give you an example of experience wise. For an analyst or associate level, you must have 0 to 2 years of experience, like until like in that range you get analyst level. After 2+ years of experience, you start getting consultant designation. After let's say 5 years of experience, you start getting senior consultant designation. Then after that, you either go like become a manager or an engagement manager. Specifically, this term is also used in the HR side of things. Then you become either senior manager, principal partner after like 10 years of experience, and depending on how the industry and the whole domain of the company which you're where you're working, how is it looking like. Now what I want to again specifically highlight is people usually don't explore the HR kind of HR side of things, thinking that there is no strategy or consulting world work is involved. That's why I'm making this specific video, guys, that if you're interested in HR, this is a very good first of all role to look forward to. Plus work life balance in the whole strategy and management consulting companies is the best when it comes to the HR kind of things or the HR consulting kind of work, because you are the people who are building the culture not only of your own company, but if you are doing the organizational development for other company, so you are the person who are actually pioneering the whole set of things, how the culture would look like. So the best work life balance, the best when it comes to the rewarding or the work experience as a whole comes when it comes to the HR consulting is something which I wanted to highlight. And for the top companies which you should be looking forward to are Mercer, Aon Consulting, Corn Ferry Group. They are doing really well when it comes to the HR side of things. Deloitte Human Capital. Again, guys, not just because I am a consultant at Deloitte, but also I have seen it firsthand. The HR side of things are growing very good in Deloitte. There is a particular human capital or human organizational structure where people are focused on the HR consulting side of things, and not just limited to that. There is a growing area of change management consulting where people are required to have that structured strategy and technical and analytical mindset as well. For that matter, it's not just like if they are into the HR side of things, they are just doing the non-technical work. So if you are a person who maybe can balance both and is really interested toward the people side of things or people oriented problems, these are the segments or companies you should look forward to. Even there are other companies like EY People Advisory Services, there is PwC Workforce of the Future, or KPMC People and Change Management. Even Accenture Strategy is doing really good when it comes to the change management side of things. So I guess I have covered the overall aspects as to how the work looks like and the companies look like. And what I would also like to include here is the salary ranges which I have seen so far. So for analyst or associate at starting level, the salary ranges could look anywhere between starting from 7 LPA to 14 LPA. And then as you grow as consultant, senior consultant, the salary ranges can be like from starting from 10, it can go up to 20. Now again, if you're coming from a tier 1B school, let's say XLRI, they are known for their HRM program, or Tata Institute of Social Sciences, you can also expect a starting salary in HR consulting of 25 plus. Yes, you are hearing it right, guys. This is something which many people don't know of. So if you have the time and ability, if you are a studious student who's looking forward to make a career in these are the colleges or these are the career paths you should also explore, and not just limit yourself thinking that there is not a good career in HR or a fulfilling career in HR. Like even the whole aspect of sharing this whole information or salary is, I really don't like to share the salary part, but why I'm sharing this is that you get a quality addition, that okay, this is also a segment or field to look forward to. You shouldn't eliminate a field just by thinking that it's HR work, is what I'm trying to say. And once you are becoming like manager, senior manager, your salary can definitely, it will be above 40 LPA. And that is something like you will be managing the whole organization, not only within your company. Even like let's say if you are a member of a Corn Ferry Group, people come in there to build their diversity, workforce improvement, how the productivity can increase for their particular company. The amount of problem you'll be solving on a people oriented basis is something which you might like have not even known or realized till date. So I would love if you can like explore more about this segment later on after the video, so that you also have a fair idea if you can get into these field. And with that, I think I've completed all my notes here. It's just that I want to again highlight this thing, that if you're interested towards strategy and consulting, please do subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comment section what are the different fields you would be looking forward to. For example, I would like to again try to make a video on, let's say, how the boutique consulting firm world looks like, what are the niche problem that they solve, so that you can again get a better perspective as to what are the different segments or domains. I would also like to bring in the different business offerings which are there either in the MBBs or the Big Four, so that you know the area of work that happens on a regular basis, and that through that you can take an informed decision as to making a fulfilling career in these fields. So I really hope, guys, that I was able to add some value to your life. through this video? And if yes, please do let me know in the comment section your feedbacks as to what are the videos which we can make in future. And if you would like to explore more, in my playlist you will find more videos about strategy and consulting side of things. I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks and have a nice day. Bye.